A quick content note here before we begin this episode of What Am I Rolling? This episode's one-shot, Long Haul 1983, is a solo RPG which investigates themes of isolation, dependency, trauma, futility, and mental and physical health. Other specific content warnings for this one-shot include violence and harassment towards women, gaslighting, smoking, loneliness, and death. If you aren't in a good headspace just now, or want to avoid these topics completely, please feel free to skip any or all of this one-shot. Thanks again, and stay safe, my friends. Hello, and welcome to What Am I Rolling? A twice-monthly RPG one-shot podcast, hosted by me, Fiona. This is part 2 of our Long Haul 1983 one-shot, so make sure you listen to the first part before continuing on with this episode. To briefly recap, I am playing Trish, a long-haul trucker trying to make her way home. Every day, Trish hits the road, navigates treacherous highways, fleeing from menacing threats, all while dealing with the psychological impacts of isolation. At the end of each day, she finds a payphone, makes a call, and leaves a message for the most important person in her life, Nana Sue. Nana Sue never picks up, but Trish never stops calling. The game is divided into days, and each day is played in 4 phases. Start the engine, hit the road, check your progress, and make the call. Every day begins with the same ritual of starting the rig's engine. The player must roll their fate dice and place their best 2 dice on the 2 engine boxes in the player's sheet. If the sum of the dice is negative, the engine doesn't start. If the sum of the dice is not negative, the engine starts. And once the engine starts, they are ready to hit the road. Note that unlike other rolls in the game, there is no permanent consequence for failing a roll when starting the engine. The player must simply roll and try again until they succeed. When a player hits the road, they must deal 3 cards from the deck and place them face down in a line. The player then reveals each card one by one from left to right and refer to the atlas as they reveal each card's suit and number in order to tell the story of their day on the road. There are 4 types of card. Hearts are body cards. These invite the player to consider the physical needs, injuries, and other sensations of their character. Diamonds are mind cards. These invite the players to consider the fears, memories, and perceptions of their character. Clubs are rig cards. These invite the player to consider the condition of the vehicle as they make their way. And finally, spades are road cards. These invite the player to consider the world outside of their rig. Road cards also represent the player's travel, and it is these cards that will get the player closer to their destination. When the player has revealed and resolved all 3 cards, they may end their drive for the day and check on their progress. Note that the player always has the choice of drawing and revealing additional cards. Whilst extra time on the road might be dangerous, it may get the player closer to where they need to be. When the player checks their progress, they start by checking cards they've revealed during the day. If at least 1 road card has been revealed, the player advances to the next location and gets closer to their destination. If they have not revealed a road card, then they begin the next day in the same location. At the end of each day, the player finds a payphone and places a call to their destination. No one ever picks up. There is never a conversation. As a result, the player must leave a message on the answering machine. The content of the call is up to the player, and they must frequently summarise the events of the day. But they should feel empowered to move in different directions. Each call is an opportunity to develop backstory, theories, and their character overall. But remember that this might also be the last call they ever make. When the player is finished, they can take a moment to decompress before discarding the day's cards and thinking about what tomorrow might bring. One last thing before we begin. Naturally, there are times in this one-shot where the players and myself, mostly myself, get the rules wrong or forget something plot-wise. Whilst we always endeavour to stick to the rules wherever possible, at the end of the day, we all make mistakes. And what matters most is that everyone enjoys themselves. Right, day 5. As with every day, we start with an engine roll. Currently, still haven't lost any of my fudge/fate dice. So that's good, really good. Terrifying, but really good. We'll see how it goes. So, okay, so that's at least 1 plus and a blank and 2 minuses, but the engine goes. The engine is struggling, and I'm really aware of it today. I wonder if the key's turning too fast or if it's just this constant going on the road and over again without a proper break, because it's like 18, 19-hour days on the road. But Penny starts, and I'm just very grateful. I'm almost there. Just a few more 100 miles and I'll be home. The wind has picked up quite a bit over the night. There's debris all over the road now, from leaves to trees to bits of rubbish. It's getting really hard to drive, and I'm having to, as always, take my time. I thought I'd be quicker than this, but take my time and maybe take other routes. Sometimes there's just like great big rocks in the way, or I was going to say there was cars and stuff. There isn't any cars. Like anything, they're all parked perfectly. There's nothing on the roads at all. So, scary. Very scary. Picking my free cards for the day. First card. The 9 of clubs. So that's to do with my rig. Ooh. You make a tight turn on a steep hill. There's fire in the roadway, and your brakes won't stop the rig in time. What do? Make a rig roll. Ooh. Make a rig roll. Okay, so I only need to get 2 passes, or 2. I only have 2 boxes to fill. I still have all 4 dice. I think I just do it. That's a plus and a blank. Another blank and a minus. So yes, I managed to... Ooh. Okay, that's good. That's good. It's not a negative roll. A tight turn. I can't... If I swerve, I'll go off the hill and I won't be able to get back on. So I just push down on the accelerator and burst through the fire. It's an almost gut instinct, and I'm frightened, and the intense heat of it comes, but then suddenly I'm out on the other side. I think it must have been like an oil spill or something. Like I can clear it, and there's definitely soot and ash and stuff that's all over poor Penny's hood and on the window screen and stuff, but I'm okay. But that sudden fear, my heart beating in my chest, I couldn't. It was like a ride or die situation, and I had to go for it. I pull over and I check the bonnet. I check any damage for the tires, but it seems okay. It was only very briefly, but I check everything and I pause before I go around to the passenger side. I take a moment and I look, and the claw marks are still there. But I take a moment and I look underneath and I check all around, and superficial damage. But I made it through. I made it through the fire. Card number 2. Oh, I'm doing so well on these road cards. That's the 5 of spades. Excellent. You cross a border of some kind. What infrastructure do you see? Why does it all seem so irrelevant now? I pass like a sign that says something, like I don't know what the town name would be, but it would be something like Welcome to Pleasantville, that sort of thing. And I look, and there's huge advertisements everywhere saying, come live here, it's perfect, it's ideal. Very much like that Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors thinks about, somewhere that's green in her song. Somewhere that's green and pleasant, and there's all these little houses, and it's always, these very traditional advertisements saying, come live here, you and your family, you'll be well looked after, it's your dream home. And they're all there, all built, beautiful. I can see them from my cab as I drive over the hill. Rows upon rows upon rows of suburban houses, gardens, trees, pretty neat flower beds. Empty. hollow. I drive through silent suburbs, looking out. They're sort of reflections of the houses in my window screen. It's dead, lifeless. It feels like a war happened, like a cold war, and nobody survived, and it's just me. And that's the key thing. It's the silence. Apart from Penny and the occasional crackle on the radio of it finding another station, there's nothing here. I think back to what I wanted before all of this. Wanted a good job, I wanted to settle down, wanted to have a family. What's the point? Is this what I really wanted? This life? Everything over the last few days, I just feel so unstable and so unsure. I don't know what I want anymore. And I don't know if I would have ever wanted it. Oh, it's so confusing. How do people know what they want? I thought I wanted something, and I was so wrong. It almost cost me my life. Card free. Ooh, it's another spade card. That's the 2 of spades. I'm getting through these spade cards, but it doesn't mean I advance any quicker. I hope there's enough left so I can get to the final 2. So the 2 of spades. Ooh. The road offers you the gift of foresight. Next time you reveal a threat card, return the threat card to the deck and shuffle. You've avoided the threat temporarily. Save this card as a reminder and discard it when you use it. Very cool. So I guess the 2 of any suit is helpful, because I still have my 2 of diamonds, my mind card from day 2. What would this mean? I'm making really good progress still. Like, maybe it's my anxiety, like going through that fire, having to think about choices and stuff. I just motivates me to keep going. I don't take as many stops today, and I just push on, and eventually the wind dies down. There's less debris on the road, and I keep going. And I feel okay. I feel that sense of dread, whilst it's there, it's diminished, it's going. And maybe I can move on with my life. Maybe I can get out there. Okay, checking progress. I pulled 2 spade cards today, but that only means I move 1 step forward. So I move from the wind environment to the dust environment. Ooh. Okay.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hello, Nana Sue. It's me, Trish. Hope you're doing okay. I passed some billboards today. I passed the Pleasantville. We heard about the adverts on the radio. You said it sounded like a great place to live and I should check it out and stuff, but yeah, it's all complete now. It looks nice, pleasant. I might go check it out once I come back. Hardly anyone there. Still haven't seen any people on the road. But maybe they're all on holiday. The wind was very windy today. I had to do some detours and stuff, but actually I think that saved me a lot of time. Well, you're not going to believe this, but I did something really incredible today. So there was like a fire on the road, and I couldn't stop Penny in time. She wouldn't slow down quick enough, so I just sped up and blasted through it. I know you're going to say that was me being reckless and trying to be more careful, but actually I think I feel incredible. I feel like you wouldn't understand. It's fine. I'm fine. Penny is fine. Everyone's fine. We've made great time, and I can't wait to see you, and I can't wait to see everyone. I'll be there
All right, it's day 6. It's dusty. Check the engine. Oh no, those are all blank faces. No successes. The engine doesn't start. When I wake up and I do my morning routine, as soon as I open the door, I know something's wrong. It's almost like a haze, this horrible, sandy, gritty thing, and I have to shield my eyes from it. I have to go get my old sunglasses out from the glove compartment next to the crumpled letter and put them on and wrap up my face and stuff to stop the sand and the dust getting into my nose and mouth. And when I come back, I try the engine and I realise that it's not going. I go out and I clear the exhaust and I clear the filters and stuff quickly to see if I can just get going and try and get out of this storm. So I roll again. There we go, 2 pluses, 1 blank and a minus. That seems to have done the trick. The engine gently turns over and we're off again. The dust sputtering every so often. I'm trying to find a radio station to give me any updates on weather or anything, but it's dead. It's all dead. This whole time it's just been silence, apart from the occasional splutter from the radio. And even then, that doesn't give me any hope. I hope this weather clears up soon, because this dust could really damage Penny. All right, 3 cards for day 6. First card. It's the 3 of diamonds. That is a mind card. Ooh. An unhealthy coping mechanism is no longer available to you. What do you miss the most about it? I don't have access to any more cigarettes. I used to use them quite a bit in the previous weeks, and certainly leading up to the confrontation with Ed. I smoked a lot. And ever since that day where I saw him at the gas station, I've not even gone in to check. You know what? I would have stopped going in to the gas station. I would have just taken the gas and gone in just to get a few snacks and stuff. I daren't go behind the counter to get the cigarettes. And it's just the effect of having to do something with my hands, to light something and to breathe and have that smoky, tarry taste on my tongue, just to focus on something. It's so difficult now because all I can focus on is my thoughts whirring inside my head about how far I've come, how far I need to go. Is he there behind me? So, got 4 fake die. I have 3 slots to fill. I do have a re-roll if I need to, thanks to that 2 of diamonds from day 2. Okay, so I've got a plus, 2 blanks and a minus, and I think that's a success. It's not a failure. Yes, so plus blank blank, success. Phew. My hand keeps touching my face, and then I have to stop doing that because my jaw has definitely swollen quite substantially over the last couple of days, and it hurts so much. But Nana Sue never really liked me smoking anyway. Filthy habit, she said, unladylike. So I'll get as far as I can, and then maybe after her party I can go get some cigarettes and just and be calm and relax if I can. Second card. Ooh, 4 of diamonds. As you drive, your mind drifts to a past moment of affection and care between you and your destination. As you drive, your mind drifts to a past moment of affection and care between you and your destination. Why does this memory remain clear when so many others are fading so quickly? It's because I'm thinking about birthday parties. And suddenly I'm struck with this image of a birthday party of mine. It's my 7th birthday, and I'm sat there in a very lovely dress. There's bunting, there's a big pink cake, and none of my friends from school show up. I tell Nana Sue that it's fine. I didn't think they'd come anyway. They're probably very all busy. It's half term, yada yada. And then one of my siblings tells her that they found all the invites in a bin, scrunched up, torn away. I didn't hand out any invites to my party because I didn't really have any friends. And so Nana Sue sits down at the table and asks me about it. And I said I didn't want to disappoint her because everyone else has so many friends and I don't, and it's fine. I stick to my books, I stick to my art stuff, and I'm happy. But I didn't want her to be unhappy. I didn't have any friends, and I make up so much that I'm rambling, and she tells me to stop rambling. And she holds my hand. She says, "Well, why don't we?" She gets up and she turns out the lights. She lights my candles and tells me to make a wish. And so I do. I blow out the candles. And then she gives me the knife, and together we cut a big slice for me, and a big slice for her. And she says, "It's okay to be on your own sometimes. Because there's always more cake for you. But one day, you will have friends and people that you can rely on. Life can be hard, Patricia. And it might not get any easier for you. But you'll be okay." And it's the first time I realise she's not angry at me for not inviting people. And it's the first time I realise that when I look up at her, I see that she's sad. And a single tear rolls down her cheek. She's holding my hand and squeezing it, feeling empathetic that a small child is lonely and is finding it tough, and that right now her whole world just revolves around this, that she can't see what the future is, and that things improve and things change, and that in the end, it'll all be okay. You can always have more cake, if not. Final card of the day, card 3. That is the 7 of Clubs. 7 of Clubs, that is a rig check. I'm guessing a rig, yes. Your rig rocks and convulses as you navigate tough roads. Make a rig roll. Oh, okay, not good. I've got 4 dice, so I should be okay, hopefully. Yeah, I'm fine. That's 1 plus 2 blanks and a minus, so I pass. It's a success. Oof. It's getting trickier. The dust is really getting into the engine, and Penny's really struggling. So I take my time, and I'm really just trying to get her up these hills and get her past various things. And every so often I'm having to stop and clear out her exhaust and clear out the filters and stuff, because the dust and the sand is so much, and it's everywhere. Every time I come back in, it feels like I've got sand in my boots. I hope it makes it. So, I haven't pulled a road card, so I'm going to try and pull one now. Let's go. Oof, no. Ace of Diamonds card. Diamonds are mined. Ooh, oh, interesting. Okay. Out of nowhere, the rig's tape player comes to life. You hear the voices of the staple singers. Pick a song from tracks 1 to 6 and listen to it. And the 6 options I have are: Will the Circle Be Unbroken? This May Be the Last Time. Hammer and Nails. I'll Take You There. Will Get Over. Uncloudy Day. It calls to mind a moment of peace. What will you remember? And then it says, advance the mind stat. Whew. So I'm crossing off one of those boxes. So now I only have 2 boxes to do. Which song, though? The one I do know is Will the Circle Be Unbroken, but let's go for... I'm going to go for Uncloudy Day, because that's the one I remember, that's the one I picked in my character creation, so I'm going to do that one. Ooh, spooky though. Alright, so I'm going to listen to this song for the whole of it. Okay, it's a very soulful song, and it gives me peace. It reminds me of my first drive, my first long haul job, and it was very far, and I was very excited, and it was just... It's something I'd forgotten about recently, about, you know, having the sun out, seeing the land for miles and miles and miles, and just experiencing the beauty of it, of the land, of everything around it, and being by yourself and just traveling. You know, obviously having a job to do, but seeing the whole of the land. It's like, it's a very precious moment. It's very much like you doing stuff, and you're traveling at your own pace. You're not having to go on public transport. You don't have to deal with anyone else. It's just you. You're like part of a secret little club or world of semi-drivers going from one job to another. It's thrilling in a way. Okay, I still haven't pulled a spade. I'm going to call it an evening. Call it the end of the day 6. I'm going to make the call. And then tomorrow, maybe I'll be able to advance on to the next session. Like, I've done so well previously. I have a feeling this could be where my luck changes.
Hello, no leave a message after the tone.
Hi, Nana Sue. It's Trish. I hope you're okay. I'm doing alright. It was a hard day today. I didn't make much progress. There's dust. A dust storm. Can you believe it? I've never experienced one before, so, it's pretty bad. And Penny took a real beating with it. She's still going, the old girl, but, hoping to be out of this soon. Do you remember, no, it's nothing. I just wanted to say when I'm back, I wanted to, I've not got you your birthday gift yet. So I was wondering whether you and I wanted to go out as a treat. We can go to your favourite bakery and, get, a selection of cakes and try them out, because I know there's nothing better in life than having a good slice of cake. That's what you like, so I know I'm bringing a cake to your birthday anyway, but I just thought just you and me could do it, and we can try some different ones out. I could do with a big slice of cake right now. And, I need to talk to you when I get back about stuff. I know you don't really approve of me, driving this truck. I know it's not very ladylike and not very professional. You think I should do something else, but I think there's something in it, and I'll call you. I'm sorry, I want to continue this. I think I like traveling. I like being on the road. I think it's fun, and it feels so freeing, and I like being able to move, and the freedom to do so. Not many people get to do it. It's very unique, and I think I'm rather good. But we'll talk about it when I get back. But I love you. I'll hopefully be home in a few days. It's Trish, by the way. Alright. Love you. Bye.
All right, day 7. We're still in the dust setting. We'll just have to see where we go from there. I'm a little bit worried now. I had so many spade cards earlier that now I don't know how many I've had. But first things first, we've got to check the engine. So they're all minuses. The engine doesn't start. The dust has covered the whole of Penny's bonnet. I'm struggling to clear it. As soon as I clear it, it builds back up. The sand is everywhere. I'm trying my best. I clear it every couple of minutes and I go back and I turn. She's not starting. It's spluttering. There's groans and stuff. I'm really worried. I'm getting desperate. So I'm going to roll again. Come on, against the plus. There we go. 2 pluses and 2 blanks. After what seems like an eternal age, the engine turns over, Penny starts, and my heart goes back down, and we drive on. The dust is so thick at this point. I can barely see. Any time I my throat is so dry, it feels like my whole inside of my mouth is covered in this horrific, scratchy, gritty wallpaper paste even. Horrible. Okay. Let's go for another 3 cards for day 7. 2, 3. First card. Ooh, it's a hearts card. We've not had hearts for a while. 7 of hearts. That's a body card. Ooh, dear. A long dormant chronic injury is flaring up. Define the injury and add it to your player sheet. Describe your discomfort and make a body roll. I think I had something wrong with my hands. Like, I've been gripping so tightly to the wheel that clenching my hands and unclenching them is a right pain. Almost like carpal tunnel syndrome, I guess, in the wrists. It's all in the hands, so it's almost like I had it as a kid, and I'd grip things so tightly and be scared that it would take ages for them to unclench, essentially, and it'd be so painful, almost like involuntary contractions of your fingers. And over the last couple of days, I've hands on the wheel and jumping and being as worried as I am, it's come back in great force, and it hurts so much. So, yeah, I don't know what the medical term is for that, but clenched fingers, clenched hands. I know that it doesn't seem the worst, but I've not had it for a long time, and it fucking hurts when you do it. So, something similar to that with your hands. All right, now to make a body roll. So, I have 3 slots on my body, and I have 4 dice. Whew, okay, that's 2 pluses and 2 blanks, so that is a success. I've not failed one of those checks yet. I've only ever failed engine rolls, so that's promising, I think. Well, hopefully. So I push through the pain. It hurts quite a bit, and I have to stretch out my fingers from time to time. I have to remind myself to calm down, but I get through it. It hurts. Oof. It hurts. Card number 2. This is where we're going to get all the body checks, I think. 2 of hearts. Next time you fail a body roll, you are given a second chance and can re-roll your dice. Save this card as a reminder, discard it when you re-roll. Excellent. Yeah, so I've had 3 2s of the suits. So I've had 2 of diamonds, 2 of spades, and 2 of hearts now. So that's good. I guess going through that pain and just reminding myself to relax and keep calm, I actually don't feel too bad, and I get through the worst of that pain. So that's great. Third card. I was right, it's another heart card. 9 of hearts. Ooh. Smoke from distant fires approaches. You feel dizzy, nauseous, and disorientated. Describe the smell. Make a body roll. Okay, so I think I'm disorientated because I can't really see it. There's almost like a haze on the horizon. The fires are getting closer, and they're getting bigger. And the smell, it's awful. It's burning tarmac, burning rubber, that horrible smell that sort of penetrates the air, and it hits me like a wave. And it makes me, I feel sick, and with the dust in my eyes and in my throat, it's just getting very hard to breathe, and I feel my chest constricting with the nerves and the panic and being scared. I'm going to roll my body roll. I can re-roll this because I do have a 2 of hearts re-roll card. But I don't need to. That is 3 pluses and 1 minus, so that's a success overall. It eventually passes, the smell. It could literally be minutes, but it feels like hours, maybe even days. I'll always remember it, just there at the centre, front of my head, this horrid, acidic, burning rubber smell. I don't know what it is, I never see it. And I don't really want to see it. Alright, so that's me drawing the 3 cards. Still no spade card, so I'm going to risk another one and see what we get. Look at that. Spade card. Boom. The king of spades. So that is, road. Let's go. Okay. Across a nearby wall, you see shocking evidence of the threat's presence. What is it? Advance the threat. Now, I've got the 2 of spades, so next time I reveal a threat card, return the threat card to the deck and shuffle. I avoid the threat temporarily. Oh, okay, so let's describe it first. Stopping at another gas station, as the US is full of them, I realise that the dust is thinning, and I feel like I'm getting there, I'm getting somewhere finally. And I feel relief. I managed to get over my fear and go right into the gas station and grab more supplies, like actual food and drinks, and be able to stock up properly. I feel very confident. And then when I go to leave and I get in my cab and I turn the engine and I look up and something catches my eye out of the corner of my eye. I see a wall, and on the wall, spray painted in red and green, is a mural of some sort with flowers, really badly drawn flowers, and in red dripping spray paint, the word Patricia. Horrible capitals like sprayed over it. Looks like blood running down the walls, and my heart goes up to my throat, and I just go, no, you can't. My name is Trish. And I turn the engine and I go. I don't even bother to get out of the cab and look at this thing. I don't even go and check. I'm not letting this happen to me. And that's that. Alright, so I'm shuffling that one back into the deck. And I don't advance the thing, but I've used that card. Whew, that was scary. So, check my progress. Finally, I'm out of the dust. And I move out and it is just clear. But the heat has now increased. I'm in the heat one. I'm in the penultimate environment before my destination. I can feel it is so close. The heat, though, now is oppressive. It sort of picked up with the final bit of the dust, and now it's just like this wall. It's horrible. The humidity is just on it. Horrible. I can feel the sweat already in my coat, in my boots, going down into my socks. But I'm almost there. I'm almost home.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, Nana Sue. It's Trish. Some really good progress today. I'm on the home stretch. I'll be there soon, I promise. I really do think I need to see someone when I get back. I'm not holding up so good, but I'm almost there. There's many fires around. I hope it's safe where you guys are. It's very hot. It's very definite. Hey, almost home. I miss you. I honestly can't wait to sit down and have cake with you. God, I just need a good long nap. I can't wait to see you and to hug you and to hold you. I'm sorry, I'm rambling again, but I'll be home soon, I promise. I love you, Nana Sue. It's Trish. Okay, bye.
Alright, day 8. I'm going to check the engine to start with. Ooh, 1 plus, 1 face, and 2 minuses. So it's better than yesterday, but it takes a while to get going. I think the heat is so oppressive. When I wake up, there's no point in showering at this point. I go out and I try and sponge off the horrible sweat that is everywhere, and I just get back in, and the engine, now we're out of the dust and the grit and the sand, it's roaring into life, and I'm feeling a lot better. And I'm hoping that, today could be the day when I finally get there, finally get home. Alright, 3 cards. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. The deck is getting thinner, by the way, so I'm a little worried. Alright. First card. Queen of Hearts. So that's body. You feel something deep within you. A pulsing, a pounding, or a throbbing. And and understand it to mean the threat is close by. What led you to this interpretation? My jaw this whole time has not stopped. Like, it abates, but it's still there, it's still sore, and now that I think about it as I'm driving, it's throbbing, it's gone all the way down my neck. Feels like to my glands almost, all the way down, and I can feel it in my chest, this horrible sort of, like something's clenching my heart, and it feels like I just can't be free. And it just makes me feel almost powerless, helpless, scared. Like, I need to see someone. I need pain relief. I've just been going for nearly 8 days now without really stopping and without really relaxing. It's really taken its toll on me, and I think, I don't know, I need help. I need to get the law involved. I need to see a doctor. I need the courts. I don't know. I just need to keep going, even if they can't do anything about it. Card number 2. The Ace of Clubs. So that is a rig roll. You come across your twin, a rig. Same model, same year, but in much better condition. You can salvage parts, make repairs. How do you picture the driver of this twin? Advance the rig stat. Excellent. Oh, so my rig, I only need one now. One box to fill. Amazing. It's weird when we're driving and I see it coming up and I just think it's any normal rig, and then suddenly I have to brake and I'm like, it's Penelope, it's her. But it's beautiful. There's no dents, there's nothing on the door, on the passenger door. So as soon as I get out, I just get my toolkit, and it takes a long time, but it's worth it. I just tear off the passenger door and I fix it to Penelope. And as soon as I do it, I feel such a relief. And I check all the other things. I clear it out for any spare tires, for any additional things, but I don't find any personal details or anything like that. It's clean. And when I'm looking back at the rig, at the hole I've made, taking it off the door, I suddenly have a horrible sinking feeling about who the owner of this car is, and how I've just butchered and salvaged their possession, their home. I wonder if it was me, if someone was like me in any way, a happier person, someone who didn't live a life of fear, someone who didn't watch their move every single waking moment, who was meek and quiet and just got on. What if this person was independent, confident, who wanted to be where they were going, who had their shit together? Where are they? Has he? No, it doesn't matter. I just need to get home. And I get back into Penelope, and I drive. Card number 3. It's the Jack of Spades. It's a road card. I can go home. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh! You realize you are lost. How did you get so confused? What distracted you? Discard this card. It will not help you when you check your progress. Immediately draw and reveal another card in its place. Fuck! Oh, I thought I was gonna... Oh, wow. Shit. It's the heat. I'm sweating like mad. I'm trying to drink all the bottled water I can find, and it feels like I'm going on a loop on myself. I'm seeing the same road signs over and over, and I'm panicking now. How could I get so lost? I know these roads. I'm so close to home. Why can't I get through this heat? It's oppressive. I don't know where I am. Fuck. Alright, I have to draw another card. It's another spade, though. It's the Queen of Spades. What a one to end on. You slow down to study a decaying body, a victim of the threat, and the first body you've seen since all of this began. What exactly do you see? How do you know this is the threat's doing? She's lying in the road, face down. Her face is covered by a perm, covered in blood. I can't see or make it out. I don't stop, but she's wearing a jacket, sequined like a piece of art, and it's ripped apart. I think on the back it was like a peacock or something, like majestic. The eyes on the feathers spreading out all over the back of the jacket. The sequins and the threads ripped. Blood. It's him. He could never stand to have somebody wearing something like that. It was too gaudy, too much. Anything like that even attracted a bit of colour he hated. Attention seeking. My mind is fuzzy from before, and I remember. It was another driver. They were at the diner. They came to help me. She got in the way and her friends helped pull him back as I ran. I remember looking back and seeing her leather jacket with the peacock. And the blood is everywhere. He destroyed her. And this... I'm looking around at all times at this point. He's still coming for me. He's still out there. I speed up. I don't look back in the rear view. And the heat continues to be oppressive. Check your progress. I've done it. Ooh, bit of a plot twist at the end there, but one road card. Day 8. I make it to my destination. Well, technically probably day 9. I move on.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, Nana Sue. It's Patricia. Sorry, I thought I'd be home sooner. The heat has been incredible. I lost my way for a bit of today, but I think I'll be home tomorrow morning. Just in time, I think. I'm sorry. I think we're gonna need a big talk when I come back. I think I need help. You won't believe me, I don't think, but I broke up with Ed, and he hits me. I'm really hurt. And I need your help. And I didn't want to say it before because I didn't want to ruin your birthday. But I need your help. He won't let me go. And I don't know who else I can turn to. I don't have any friends. I just have you. I love you, Nana Sue. I love you.
Ending the game. If you reach your destination, you have arrived. Close your eyes and take one full, slow breath. Consider the reunion. I reach Nana Sue's house, and it's still there. It's still all there. I get out of Penelope. I go in. I ring the doorbell. Nobody answers. I search for the key under the mat. I let myself in. In the early morning light, the party decorations look comical. The ones that are up anyway. Even in the big family room, it's almost as if somebody just stopped in their tracks and left. Gifts are laid out. There's even a cake. There's no one here. I check all the rooms. And there's a note for Patricia. And it says she couldn't wait. When you feel ready, choose one of the following. Fast forward a week, you're back on the road. Fast forward 1 month, you're back on the road. Fast forward 1 year, you're back on the road. Let's go 1 year. A lot can change in a year. What have you learnt? Why did you leave? And what's one thing you forgot to say? Pull over and make a call. Then end the game.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, Nana Sue. It's Patricia. Just finishing off another run. It's beautiful here. You'd have really liked it. The new job is keeping me going. There's not many people around, but it's good. It's keeping on the road, keeping busy. And I've learnt a lot about myself. About how I saw myself through other people's eyes, and actually it's time that I lived my life how I want to live my life. So I took the new job and I left. I did what I always wanted to do. I wanted to travel. I don't know if I'll ever be okay, but I think right now I'm alright. Oh, happy birthday. I know you wouldn't want me to be late with my well wishes, but I hope wherever you are, you have the biggest slice of cake, because it is your special day. I love you, Nana Sue. It's Patricia.
That was dark. Really dark. That was good though. I enjoyed that. As that went further on, I really enjoyed that. I'm gonna have to decompress. And probably have a big slice of cake. What Am I Rolling podcast was created, recorded, and edited by me, Fiona Howat. This episode player was Fiona Howat. This episode's RPG was Long Haul 1983, a solo RPG that tells the story of a dangerous journey through an empty world, written by Sean Patrick Kane. You can find out more information about Long Haul 1983 and other games by Sean Patrick Kane on itch.io. The theme music was 8-Bit March by Twin Musicon, twinmusicon.org, licensed under a Creative Commons 4.0 license. Want to find out more about the podcast? Check out the website. That's www.wairpodcast.com. Fancy getting in touch? Email the podcast at whatamIrollingpodcast@gmail.com. Finally, follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram at WAIR_podcast for the latest news on upcoming episodes. And remember, adventurers need not apply.